Joe Justice here, coming to you live on June 26, 2023. It is the last week of June, if you can believe it. I can't believe it. I don't know about you, but I am shocked at how fast things are going by. Hey, listen, if you are looking for motivation, inspiration, information, if you're struggling with your diet, with your exercise, if you're feeling sluggish, if you are finding a hard time learning when to exercise, where to exercise, controlling your diet, low energy, all the kind of stuff that you get from modern day society of not getting enough exercise, not getting enough sunlight, not getting enough sleep, all those kinds of stuff, not getting the right kinds of foods. I want to invite you to join me. Start small. Start with a simple process of joining my group where we do live workouts Mondays and Fridays to kind of get started. And I will help you out in your journey of moving forward with your diet and fitness and getting you to where you want to be. I want to give you the chance to join me. Use the link in the post here. Go to homegymhustleheroes.com/join and be a part of us together, okay? And together we are going to rock and roll. Listen, I've been gone for a couple of weeks. I haven't been doing the Home Gym Hustle Hero podcast for a couple of weeks now because we actually went on a family vacation. And the family vacation was to Orlando. It was to, of course, Disney World. And, you know, I thought about a lot of things when I was at Disney World and seeing all the other parents and, just thinking about everything that's involved with parenthood, being a parent, doing all the parently stuff and everything involved with that. One of the things that I thought about was when I was a kid, of course, my boys, I've got two boys. I've got a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old. And most of my struggles with controlling my health and fitness were when they were younger and when things were a lot more hectic and more difficult to deal with. And one of the things that I thought about with them was they wanted souvenirs, of course. Whenever you go on vacation, you want to get some souvenirs. And for the most part, what was kind of interesting is they, of course, wanted to get the kind of souvenirs that you could really get just about anywhere. You know, of course, I got the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. At the end, you can get like swords and eye patches and all that kind of stuff, which, of course, as you know, you could go on Amazon and get the exact same thing for a quarter of the price that it costs you to get it at Disney World. And that's kind of the whole idea behind Disney World. But it got me to thinking about when I was a kid. I remember the first time we went to Disney, one of the toys that I wanted was a Mr. Potato Head. And I talked to my mom about that, and she said she tried really hard to talk me out of getting it because I could get a Mr. Potato Head anywhere. And, of course, I started to do the same thing with my boys. When they wanted to get something, I tried to kind of talk them out of it. Oh, you don't really want that. You can get that anywhere. But then it got me to thinking, you know what? I loved that Mr. Potato Head. When I was a kid, I had that thing for years. And, yeah, I bought it at Disney. And it wasn't, a special like Disney World Mr. Potato Head. It was just a regular old Mr. Potato Head. I have no idea how much it cost, but I'm sure it was like 3 or 4 times more than what you could get at Toys R Us back then, or Kmart, or wherever we shopped for toys back then. But I loved it. And it was, it was great to have that. And I remember it. It was a big part of my childhood. And so at the end of it, was it worth it? You know what? I think it was worth it. And that got me to thinking, everybody's different. When your kids are different from you, and that's an important thing to realize. You are not your kids, and your kids are not you. What really is important to them might not necessarily be important to you, or maybe you see it, through that lens. You see it through that lens of, oh my gosh, I could get this at a quarter of the price at Amazon, where they're just seeing it through the lens of this is a fun toy that I want to have. So I was thinking about that, and I was also thinking about, honestly, all of the incredibly strenuous physical activity that's involved in, going to someplace like Disney. And you see lots of parents really struggling, and you see lots of people struggling. And I've been doing this podcast for a little while now. I started back in May, and I've also been helping people with their health and fitness journey for a little while now, few months now, and I'm trying to do more and more of that, and just kind of reaching out to people, kind of talking to people, trying to help them out, because I really struggled with my health and fitness. I was very overweight, and And more than that, I think what's more important to understand the problems that I was having was not, I don't want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I don't want to have the kind of Instagram body that everyone posts about and trying to be an Instagram influencer or anything like that. My focus was always just more on productivity and being able to achieve good health so that I had energy, that I could keep up with my kids, that I could do the things I wanted to do. I didn't want Friday evening to roll around and I was just exhausted and just wanted to sit on the couch and watch TV. I didn't want to be the dad that's just setting and telling the kids, oh, you guys go play. I'm just going to sit over here on the bench. I didn't want to be that person. And so I began to focus more on health and fitness. And as I've thought about going through Disney and I've thought about seeing all the parents there and I've thought about where I've come with helping people and talking to people, that I've decided to make it more of my mission to kind of focus down and to narrow down on focusing on helping parents, helping people that have particularly young kids, but also into the teenage years, with achieving that kind of equilibrium, that health, that fitness point where you can keep up with your kids, where you can you feel good, you feel healthy, you feel strong. You're able to take care of yourself, your family, and to just understand that that you can achieve, good health, high energy, lots of endurance, stamina, and be part of your family and be part of their life in that way. And that brings us kind of this full circle from understanding that you're not your kids, that your kids aren't you, that you're a different person, that you have different goals, you're at a different place in your life. And, what it really comes down to is you have to be able to take care of yourself. Let your kids live their life, you live your life. And you're kind of there as a guide for them, but you're not them. So it's important to understand if they want the Mr. Potato Head at Disney World, let them have the Mr. Potato Head at Disney World. They're not you. Okay? And you can't sacrifice your life for theirs. You have to take care of yourself, and you have to, in a lot of ways, put yourself first. And, the kind of the cliche that I stand by that was reminded about again this week was when you're on the airplane, what's the first thing that the stewardess says when it comes down to, the thing dropping, the mask dropping and putting the mask on? What's the first thing that the flight attendant says? Before you help anybody else, put the mask on yourself. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. Don't live through your kids. Don't expect your kids to live through you. They're not you. You're not them. You have to take care of yourself first, and you have to prioritize your own health and fitness. And until you're able to do that, you're going to go through some cycles of real misery. You can't take care of everybody. You can't be everybody's what's the right way to say it? I don't want to say crutch because I don't think that's the right way to say it. You can't sacrifice your health. You can't sacrifice your fitness. You can't sacrifice your happiness. You can't let your life be lived by others. You have to live your own life. You have to seek your own happiness. You have to focus on your own fitness. You have to focus on your own health. And it's through doing those things that you will be able to be in a mental and physical place that you're able to help others. It's through that self-actualization that you'll be able to help others achieve their own self-actualization. So that's what I want to encourage you with today. Understand that you're not your kids. I'm going to focus more of my attention towards helping parents and helping people with kids that are struggling with their health and fitness. It falls right into my Home Gym Hustle Hero philosophy, which is to focus on home gym workouts. That's one less thing you have to worry about, the price and the time commitment involved in gym and going to a gym. If you focus on home gym workouts, you can take care of that, and you can focus on yourself and still be available. So if you really don't know where to go, if you don't know how to get started, if you don't know how to move forward, I do want to encourage you to just go use the link in the comments. Go to homegymhustleheroes.com/join. And there we have a weekly workout. Even if it's just me, sometimes nobody shows up and it's just me at 7 o'clock in the morning working out. Sometimes there's just one person and it's just the two of us. Sometimes there's 4 or 5 of us and we all do it together. I want you to be one of them. We'll help you get started and help you find your path forward so that you can be the parent that you want to be, so that you can be present with your kids, so you're not that mom or that dad that's sitting on the couch exhausted by Friday, that you're the one that can go out there, you can get it, you can play with your kids, you can get in the ground, you can exercise, you can have fun, and you can be part of all that. So I want to encourage you to do that. Thank you so much for watching today. If you have any questions at all, be sure, shoot me a message. Drop me a comment. Hey, and let me know what was your most recent family vacation. We went to Disney World. I want to hear from you guys. Where did you guys go? Send me a message or drop me a comment. What's the most recent family vacation that you've had? And tell me how that experience was for you. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you so much for listening if you're just listening to the podcast. And I want to encourage you to like and share and subscribe and let everybody know that they can be part of this. I want to build a big movement of happy, healthy families that are active and doing things together out there in the world in Kanawha Valley and beyond. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.